Good evening.
Good evening.
I, Dr. Lasagna Flowers, President of the Duncanville ISD Board of Trustees, call this meeting of the Duncanville Independent School District to order. Let the record show that a quorum of the Board of Trustees is present, that the meeting has been duly called, and that notice of this meeting has been posted in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act, Texas Government Code, Chapter 551. Our mission at Duncanville ISD is to engage, equip, and empower all scholars to achieve their unique potential. We will now move to opening ceremonies. Trustee Veracruz, would you open us in prayer?
Good evening. Please join me for a word of prayer. Lord, we commit this evening's meeting to you. Give us clear minds and peaceful hearts and decisions that are being made tonight. Give us insight to lead with integrity, that our decisions may reflect what is right and good. We pray for overflow of peace and new levels of wisdom for students, educators, leaders, and staff on protection of each campus. We pray for an outpouring of protection over all students, the educators, campuses, and all classrooms set for desire to learn and to succeed in their dreams for their future. All the glory is yours. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Thank you, Trustee Veracruz. And at this time, we will have Sebastian Torres lead us in the pledge. He is a senior who recently enlisted in the Army Reserves as a military police officer. Please stand.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now for the Texas pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Thank you.
Thank you, Sebastian. We will now move to Superintendent's report. I will now turn the meeting over to Dr. Goree.
Thank you very much, Dr. President Flowers and other trustees. It is my absolute pleasure to present our superintendent's report for the month of April. If you look at the cover story, it highlights the Superintendent Scholar Program. Last week, we had the incredible pleasure of celebrating our Superintendent Scholars. The Superintendent Scholar Program was launched in 2017-2018 school year to recognize and celebrate the outstanding achievements of students in grades 8 through 11th on the PSAT and SAT. It is important to note that the Duncanville ISD is an opportunity for every 8th through 12th grade students to take the PSAT and SAT at no charge. That is an incredible opportunity to prepare for the future without many financial barriers. Over the years, the number of scholars has certainly varied, and this year we're proud to have recognized 18 exceptional students for their hard work and academic excellence. You are the future leaders, innovators, and change makers, and we could not be prouder of each of our students that we celebrated. Let's give them a round of applause. I saw it. Very good. Also, I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate the Duncanville ISD leadership team for their graduation from the district leadership program. For the past 2 years, members of our senior leadership team have participated in the Holsworth District Leadership Program, also known as DLP. The program has given the superintendents and teams the opportunities to learn from some of the nation's top leading leadership experts, receive intensive leadership training from our expert program team, as well as study high-performing organizations in and out of education. We have officially graduated from the program and are truly proud to be now Holsworth alumni. As a result of this program, we have developed a shared vision for leadership and priorities. I was going ahead. Oh, you want to? Okay, very good. I will. You would like to say something now, President Flowers? Okay.
I took control of his remote control. I wanted to stop and just say Holdsworth invited me as the president to the graduation, and it was such an honor to be there and hear all of the districts say so many nice things about our leaders. Everywhere they walked, everybody was talking to them and saying that they were going to miss them. And Dr. Nix happens to be like the most popular leader on campus. People were about to cry because they thought they were never going to see him anymore. And it was just incredible to see how much respect they earned from their peers. And it was really nice to see. So you know how people are at home, but it's always nice to know how you're not my children, but how people act when they're away from home. And so it was a very proud moment for me to go away and see their peers say so many nice things about them.
Thank you very much, and thank you for your presence, Dr. Flowers, for that graduation. A couple of things that I would like to highlight is that throughout the progress of the last 2 years, some of the things that we have developed is a shared vision of leadership and priority outcomes. We've developed a leadership definition that many of you are familiar with, and that's Lead with Impact, which helps us to align our talent systems and anchor leadership development into a common set of expectations. We've also launched our first ever Aspiring Principals program with 3 high potential assistant principals that show great promise to be future principals in Duncanville. We have elevated our principal identification and selection processes, as well as we also have a leader profiles for the roles of principal and the role of assistant principal. I am truly very proud of the work that our team has engaged in and look forward to seeing how the experiences helps us as we transform the leadership pipeline in Duncanville. And just to support what Dr. Flowers was saying is that it really was powerful to see so much hard work come together, and we do look forward to where it will lead us as we move in the future. Writing success stories one student at a time. I tell you, the annual Duncanville Art Show was amazing. As a district of distinction in the arts, we will continue to promote visual arts education as an integral part of our curriculum. Thank you so much to all of our students, teachers, and leaders for displaying such magnificent artwork at this year's show. The 3rd annual Panthers Battalion Military Ball was nothing short of a wonderful time. I do think it's only appropriate to give a special thanks to our Board of Trustees for being passionate about the positive impact of JROTC. Because of your leadership 3 years ago, after a 40-year hiatus, JROTC was brought back to Duncanville High School. I was honored to serve as the keynote speaker, and I'm grateful to the leadership of Sergeant Tucker this year. Under his leadership, the Panther Battalion learns the principles of leadership and service that will sustain them for a lifetime. Congratulations to the entire program. Congratulations to Duncanville High School baseball signees. Recently, we had 4 young men signed to continue playing baseball while in college. We are very proud of each of them. Being a student athlete in high school requires dedication. Being a student athlete in college requires dedication, commitment, and a lot of sacrifice. Thank you to Coach Fahey for equipping these young men for the next level on the field and in the classroom. Congratulations to Davion Hernandez, who will be going to Coffeyville Community College. Juan Munty, who will be going to Kaufman Community College. Greg Lawrence, who will be going to Western Oklahoma State College, and Jonathan Orozco, who will be taking his talents to Arlington Baptist University. We're also proud of our baseball team, who has secured a spot in the playoffs. So congratulations to our baseball program. Also excited, too, that our softball program has also secured a spot in the playoffs. And while we're talking about playoffs, both our boys and girls track programs will advance to state as well. Campus Teachers of the Year and Spirit of a Champion. Being a Campus Teacher of the Year is the highest honor that can be bestowed upon a teacher. These teachers live out our leadership definition. They drive growth, they value people, they inspire results, they lead change, they are learner-centered, and they elevate excellence. They do lead with impact every day. They are hard workers and champions for our children. At this time, I would like to ask our district Teachers of the Year to please stand so we can celebrate you. Thank you very much. You may be seated. At this time, I would like to ask our Spirit of Champion honorees to stand. We have Mr. Alish Allen, principal at Reed Middle School. Miss Jamie Brown, director of professional development, and if you would remain standing. Miss Jamie Brown, there you go. Where's Jamie? Is Jamie here? There she is. And last but certainly not least, we have Mr. Dwayne Yeager, math interventionist at Smith Elementary and Daniel Intermediate Schools. If you would just remain standing. The Duncanville ISD Spirit of a Champion Award recognized district employees who have demonstrated exceptional leadership in the area of education for the betterment of our students and the district. Spirit of the Champion recipients are individuals who are well respected by their peers and continuously live out our leadership definition. Thursday, May 8th, Duncanville ISD is hosting the annual Employee Appreciation Event. This year's event will be festive with a Night to Celebrate theme. Join us at Duncanville High School Shine Performing Arts Hall. The reception will begin at 6:00 p.m. and the ceremony will begin at 7 p.m. All district employees are invited to the ceremony where awards and honors will be presented. Starting with the 5-year service award, employees who have met employee milestones based on years of service in 5-year increments will be recognized. Retirees will also be celebrated. Campus Teachers of the Year and the Spirit of the Championship Awards will be honored. And last but certainly not least, we will announce who our District Teachers of the Year are. Congratulations to our Teachers of the Year as well as our Spirit of a Champion. At this time, Madam President, I would like a point of special privilege so I can recognize someone who is Duncanville's own, Dr. Gabe Trujillo, who is the new superintendent in Grand Prairie ISD. He's with us tonight. Ms. Trujillo gave several years of service to, Dr. Trujillo, gave several years of service to Duncanville schools, and we wish you the very best in Grand Prairie. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you, Dr. Guree. At this time, we'll move to recognitions. I will turn the meeting over to Ms. Connie Wallace.
Good evening, Dr. Flowers, Board of Trustees, and Dr. Guree. Thank you all for the opportunity to share with you the April 2025 donations. So as you can see here, our community, as month after month, I'm excited to share that they continuously step up and show out in support of Duncanville ISD. And so you have the list here. I would like to pause a moment and point out the last donation from the Duncanville ISD Education Foundation, and also to congratulate Acton Elementary School. Our representatives from Acton Elementary School here, Principal Linwood, your librarian. How about our friend from Atmos Energy? Is Miss Naira McNeely here? Okay, and our friends from the Education Foundation, Miss Vicki Smith. I call their names because that $6,140 donation is because our students, they were in a competition earlier this year. And congratulations for winning. The book vending machine goes to Acton Elementary, and this was made possible by our friends at Atmos Energy. They donated the book machine to the Duncanville Education Foundation. We launched this big campaign around reading minutes, and Acton showed up and they showed out and they won. Congratulations. They led the way with an impressive 494 average minutes per student with 87% student participation for a total of 292,000 minutes logged. That's significant. Are there any questions about these donations? Next, I would like to move to our Made with Pride in Duncanville. And at this time, if I can please invite Miss Patty Castillo to join me at the podium. Oh, Miss Patty, I hope you don't mind me reading nice things about you. I have a certificate here for you. So Ms. Castillo was nominated by Ms. Farrah Woods, and Ms. Castillo is the registrar at Brandenburg Intermediate. And at Brandenburg Intermediate, Ms. Patty Castillo is more than just an essential part of the workflow. She is the foundation of efficiency and care. Her meticulous approach to enrolling new students has transformed the scheduling process, ensuring that critical student information is readily available. Her dedication to organizing is unmatched. Her level of precision adds an invaluable layer of accountability to school operations. Ms. Castillo leads with compassion and empathy. She's not just efficient, she genuinely cares. Her work is a testament to what it means to lead with impact, providing that she is truly made with pride in Duncanville. Congratulations on being made with pride in Duncanville. Do you have family and friends here? If there are family and friends, colleagues here in celebration of Ms. Castillo, please stand. We want to see you. All right. Thank you very much. And next, I'd like to invite to the podium Mr. Brenton Jackson. Come on down, Brenton. Okay, here, this is for you. And I'm going to be inviting you back up to take some pictures in a little bit, okay? All right, everyone. Brenton he was nominated by his teacher, Miss Mays. He is a 7th grader at Byrd. And Byrd Middle School's Brenton Jackson is more than just a leader. He is a force for growth, integrity, and excellence. His commitment to driving growth is evident in his ability to uplift those around him. Brenton doesn't just work on improving himself. He inspires everyone to reach higher. Brenton values people in a way that fosters trust and collaboration. His words align with his actions, making him a reliable and respected presence among his peers. And for this and so many other reasons, Brenton, you have been named Made with Pride in Duncanville. Congratulations, Brenton. You may be seated. And last but absolutely, certainly not least, where is Miss LaShonda Foster from Reed? All right, everyone. This is Miss Foster. She was nominated by our Spirit of a Champion, Mr. Allen. She is a reading language arts teacher at Reed Middle School. And for more than 5 years, Miss Foster has been a cornerstone of excellence at Reed Middle School, leading with dedication, innovation, and an unwavering commitment to student and staff success. Whether she's mentoring new teachers, heading her department, or stepping in wherever she's needed, Miss Foster continuously goes above and beyond to uplift her campus. Miss Foster's impact extends beyond the classroom. She fosters, look at that, Miss Foster fosters a culture of success by building strong relationships with parents, students, and staff, always keeping the greater good of the school at the forefront of her efforts. So thank you so much for this and so many other reasons. You are made with pride in Duncanville. Congratulations. At this time, if we can turn, oh, you know what? I did not get your family and friends to stand up and be recognized. Stand up, family and friends, yeah. And I did, and Brenton, where are you? I sent you back to your seat with the family and friends of Brenton. Please stand and be recognized. Thank you, and I do apologize. At this time, we will turn our attention to their video.
ISD congratulates the following student, staff member, and teacher who are made with pride in Duncanville.
Hi, my name is LaShonda Foster, and I'm a 7th grade reading teacher at Reed Middle School. My favorite part of the school day would have to be win time. There is no normal day as a 7th grade reading teacher. Every day is different. During win time, we can slow down and actually get to know the kids. It's part of the day where we enrich them not only academically, but we also try to reach them on a social and emotional level. And what we can do during win time is reaching that whole child, like getting to know them academically, but also personally and emotionally, and helping to support them in those ways. That's one of my favorite parts of the day.
Hi, my name is Brenton Jackson, and I'm a 7th grader at Bird Middle School. To be a good student, it takes hard work, listening to your teachers, and helping your peers. I just want to reach my goals and know what I want to do in the future. Like, as a business, an entrepreneur, stuff like that. The favorite part of my day is going to my 4th period, which is band. Like, it's my favorite class because I just learn the most in that class and have the most fun.
Hi, my name is Patty Castillo. I am the campus registrar and attendance clerk at Brandenburg Intermediate School. My duties as a registrar is helping parents enroll their students and making it as easy as possible, and as well on educating parents on how important it is for their student to be in attendance daily. I love my position because it gives me a sense of joy on working, helping everyone who walks in through the doors. It could be either by giving a simple pass to a student, to making a phone call to a parent, or being very persistent on obtaining student records. I love working for Duncanville ISD, and it gives me a sense of pride because I graduated from Duncanville ISD, and whom my child is about to graduate as well. It just feels good to be a parent.
These honorees truly are made with pride in Duncanville.
Thank you. At this time, if I can invite our Made with Pride honorees and our board president and superintendent to come down and take a photograph with them, please. Bring your certificate and come on down. And if our board members will please stand and join the picture. Thank you.
right, and yep, everybody right here in the middle, big smiles, 2, 3. 2, 3.
All right. At this time, we would like to recognize an amazing group, the inaugural Duncanville High School girls flag football team under the leadership of Coach Perry and Coach Bartlett. If I could have these young ladies just stand where you are for right now. Just stand, let us see you. While they're standing, I just want to share with you that Saturday, April 26th at 1 p.m., this undefeated Duncanville Panthers girls flag football team, they will play Uplift Grand at the Ford Center in Frisco. We are super excited for them, and yes, I'll keep saying it, they are undefeated. They are the inaugural team for Duncanville, and so they have earned their place, the first place standing in the Pearson South Division of the girls flag football program. And so just a little context, over the past 9 months, the Dallas Cowboys have collaborated with 54 high schools in North Texas and various partners across the state to establish varsity-level 7-on-7 programs, which will continue to compete through May. And in partnership with Gene and Jerry Jones Family Foundation, the NFL, U.S. Football, NFL Flag, Nike, Bridgestone, Oakley, and so many other organizations, the Dallas Cowboys, they are working to launch a high school, the flag football program, so that it can be recognized as and adopted by the UIL. So this here, we are a part of a movement. There are so many young ladies who get college scholarships because they are playing flag football. So let's recognize these young ladies one more time and their coaches. Please stand. Can I bring them forward? And at this time, I would like to invite them to come on down so we can take a picture with them. These are history makers, right?
Everybody take one step.
They're fierce on the field and in the boardroom. Look at them, giving orders.
And right here in the middle, everybody, big smiles, 2, 3. 2, 3.
Thank you, ladies, for being here, and thank you to their family and their friends who are here to support them as well. We know that all of our students need the support, and we are grateful to everyone. Next, I would like to recognize our CTE program, our CTSO, That is our career and technical student organizations. Our students, you guys had a chance last month to see some of our, or hear about some of our students, and just to make sure that everybody is aware that 97 students went to the Skills USA State Leadership and Skills Conference in Corpus Christi. And so we are super proud of those students who went. Today we are shining a spotlight on Byrd Middle School students. They are the only middle school in Duncanville that competes in this competition, and they have students not only that ranked first place in the state competition, but they also have students that are advancing to the national competition. This is major. Let's give it up for Rebecca Hernandez, Natalia Ortega, Oscar Vega, Tyler Brooks, Brenton Jackson, and Oscar Vega. Y'all come on down. All right, so Brenton went and put his jacket on. Look at him getting multiple awards tonight, being recognized. We are super proud of you all. And just so that I can share that Oscar, Tyler, and Brenton, they scored first place with esports, and esports isn't a competition that can go to nationals. That's what I've learned. But so I wanted to make sure that they had a chance to stand before you because they are first place winners, and we don't have any other middle school that participates in this program. And then we have our first place and advancing to nationals. We have Natalie, Rebecca, and Oscar. So congratulations to these students, and we are so proud of you. And Miss Keisha Hudson is their coach, sponsor, teacher extraordinaire. Where are you, Miss Keisha? All right, stand up and be recognized. Over there sitting with the teachers of the year. So we just wanted to say congratulations to you all. Board President, Dr. Flowers and Dr. Goree, you get your exercise tonight. Come on down, take another picture with them. And we have a small gift for you guys after your picture. Thank you. Yes. I need to go back further, Jen.
There we go. Everybody right here. Big smiles, 2, 3. I can. Good job.
Thank you. President Flowers, Board of Trustees, and Dr. Goree, this concludes our commendations.
Thank you, Ms. Wallace. Is Ms. Patricia Lennox here? Okay. We now move to communications from citizens regarding a pending agenda item. We will reserve communication from citizens on any other topic for the end of the meeting. For communications from citizens regarding an agenda item, we've received one card, and before you make your way to the front, please allow me to read the following. State law prohibits board members from responding to speakers in public forum unless the topic regards a matter specifically posted on tonight's agenda. The board will carefully consider any concerns expressed, and an administrator will investigate the matter. At your request, the administrator will contact you regarding your concern. Speakers will limit their comments to 3 minutes. If more than 5 speakers are present, and they're not, speakers must limit their comments to 2 minutes. Any discussion concerning specific personnel is prohibited in open session. If you wish to address the board regarding a personnel matter, Please contact the superintendent's office to schedule the matter for a future closed session meeting. Having stated that, when I call your name, please come forward, state your name and your address, and you may begin. Ms. Patricia Lennox.
Good evening to the board.
Good evening.
My name is Patricia Lennox. My address, 1207 Mission Street here in Duncanville. I'm here before the board because my name has been placed up for termination. And I disagree with the supervisors and the principal who has placed that in effect. The recommendation for termination was given to me on April 3rd. There were 3 areas in which they said that they were looking at. One was documentation, the second, the flow of the clinic, and the third, the completion of reports. Now, according to the educational code, Texas Education Code 22.011, protection of nurses, it says a district may not suspend, terminate, or otherwise discipline or discriminate against a nurse who refuses to engage in an act or omission relating to patient care. I refused to engage in the omission of caring for students for the sake of charting or the completion of reports. There was just not enough time. Now, all of those 3 things that I listed were not within my control. There were guidelines given to me by both the nursing supervisor and the principal on that campus, and I had to obey those guidelines. The other thing that I would like to point out is that the Texas Education Code of Ethics, Standard 2.4, states the educator shall not interfere with a colleague's exercise of political, professional, and I like to sit on that professional part, ... rights and responsibilities. My right as a professional was basically taken away when I was put within a box or a limited time for the clinic running and how it had to be run. But in the end, I am standing here up for termination based on the constraints that were placed upon me. And so I feel that that's not fair, and it does not stand with the ethics and everything that this community should stand for. In ending what I have to say, I wanted to say this. This is what I thought about the Holy Spirit gave to me today. The Lord really does have a sense of humor. We just acknowledged what happened to him the last time he stood before a board. And now here I stand. May God be with you all. Thank you.
Thank you for coming to the meeting. We will now move to closed session. We are back from closed session. We will continue with our agenda items. We will now move to take action on items from closed session. Do I have a motion for the board to approve the superintendent's recommendation and to issue a one-year contract to Robert Ambory for the position of head girls basketball coach?
So moved.
Second.
Wait.
We have enough to vote.
I apologize, board. I didn't look to my left or right and didn't realize you guys weren't here. Do I have a motion for the board to approve the superintendent's recommendation to issue a one-year contract to Robert Ambory for the position of head girls basketball coach?
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved in second. Are there any questions, comments, or discussion? Trustee Savage Martin?
I do not feel that this candidate is the best fit for the girls' basketball program. Those of you who know that I am a former Pantherette, my mother played for the Pantherettes, my grandmother played for the Pantherettes. So it's very, very important to me to always have the best candidate in that position, and this is not the best candidate. I have never voted against. Some of you who have been here a long time, I've never voted against the superintendent, but I will have to on this one.
Please cast your votes electronically. Motion carries 6-1. Thank you. Do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda as the consent agenda wasn't amended? It's been moved in second. Any question, comments, or discussions? Please cast your votes electronically. Motion carries 7-0. We will now move on to action agenda item A, consideration and action on the superintendent's recommendation to issue contracts for the 2025-26 school year to employees identified on the 2025-26 school year contract list. May I have a motion?
Second.
It's been moved in second. Are there any questions or comments or discussion? Please cast your votes electronically. Motion carries 7-0. Thank you. Do I have a motion to approve the superintendent's recommendation and to issue one-year contracts for the 2025-26 school year to the employees identified in the 2025-26 school year contract list? These are two different lists.
Second.
It's been moved in second. Are there any questions, comments, or discussion? Please cast your votes electronically. Motion carries 7-0. Thank you. We will now move to action item B, consideration and action on the superintendent's recommendation to terminate the probationary contract of Patricia Lennox at the end of the contract period in the best interest of the district pursuant to Texas Education Code Section 21.103. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
It's been motioned and second. Are there any questions, comments, or discussions? Please cast your votes electronically. Motion carries 7-0. Thank you. We will now move to action item C. Consider approval of the memorandum of understanding between the University of North Texas at Dallas and Duncanville ISD. May I have a motion? Oh, did you? I'm sorry, we do have a presentation. Come on, Ms. Brown. Well, we really don't. This is really no presentation needed.
All right, thank you.
This is a rollover. They like no presentation needed. Did we vote though? Do I have a motion to approve the memorandum of understanding between the University of North Texas at Dallas and Duncanville ISD?
So moved. Second.
It's been moved in second. Please, are there any questions, comments, or discussions? Please cast your votes electronically. Motion carries 7-0. Thank you. We will now move to action item D, nominating a candidate for the TASB Board of Directors, Region 10, Position A, and/or Region 10, Position B. Board, we didn't get an email this year about another recommendation, but we didn't get to discuss if anybody wanted to be recommended to serve on the TASB Board. So here's my suggested motion. The Duncanville ISD Board of Trustees do not wish to nominate anyone, for the Region 10 Position A seat on the TASB Board.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved in second. Please cast any questions or comments. Please cast your votes electronically. Motion carries 7-0. Thank you. May I have a motion that the Duncanville ISD Board of Trustees do not wish to nominate anyone for the Region 10 Position A seat on the TASB Board?
So moved.
Second.
It's been motioned in second. Any questions, comments, or discussion? Please cast your votes electronically. We're waiting for someone. Motion carries 7-0. Thank you. We now move to information discussion agenda item A, District of Innovation. Ms. Connie Wallace.
Good evening, Dr. Flowers, Board of Trustees, and Dr. Goree. This evening, I would like to present to you guys the proposed amendment for the District of Innovation. And passed during the 84th legislative session, the Texas Education Code, Chapter 12A, allows Texas school districts to pursue the designation of District of Innovation, a provision that enables traditional independent school districts to access many of the flexibilities currently available to open enrollment charter schools. So Duncanville ISD currently has a District of Innovation plan in place. And as I just mentioned, in the 84th legislative session, this became a possibility for us to have some of the flexibilities that our public charter schools have. And in 2017, the Board of Trustees, you all approved our District of Innovation plan with 6 exemptions. And then we came back to you all in 2022. We renewed our plan and we added an additional exemption. And tonight, we would like to propose to amend our current plan by adding 7 additional exemptions. So the way the amendment process works is that an amendment may be made to our District of Innovation at any time during the term of the plan. An amendment to the DOI plan does not require us to go back and repeat the entire adoption process. And an amendment to the District of Innovation plan does not change the date of the term of the plan. The original adopted term must remain the same. So in your board books, you all have the comprehensive document that we've been working with our legal department so that we can spell out what are the education codes that we are interested in having more flexibility on, what are our suggested ways to implement the flexibilities, and what would the benefit to the district be. And so what I will do is invite colleagues to assist in this presentation. I'll be inviting Ms. Brown, I'll be inviting Mr. Graham and Ms. Mayo to speak to the components that are in their area of oversight. Currently, we have 6 exemptions in play. These are the 6 exemptions that were adopted in 2017 by the Board of Trustees. And so we renewed and added this exemption, which is around transfer of students. And so tonight, you'll have a chance to hear the proposed amendments, some of the rationale, and ways that we feel that these will benefit our district. So at this time, with permission, I'd like to turn it over to Ms. Brown, who will then pass the baton to Mr. Graham and then to Ms. Mayo.
Greetings, Board President Flowers, Board of Trustees, and Dr. Gorey. This slide of proposed amendments outlines several exemptions that will provide us with the flexibility to address staffing needs if we are unable to find certified teachers. While our goal is always to hire certified teachers, the teacher shortage remains a significant challenge statewide, with 57% of new teachers not being certified in the state of Texas. These exemptions will not be our first option, but will be available only when necessary, allowing us to hire individuals who are pursuing their teaching degree and certification to address student needs. I'm so sorry, I didn't realize. While our first priority is always to hire certified counselors, this exemption provides the flexibility to hire uncertified individuals if we are unable to find certified candidates. It would allow us to hire those pursuing their counseling certificate through an educator preparation program, or that have the current licensed professional counseling from the state, or their licensed LPC, in the event that certified counselors are not available. The district will offer additional training and support to ensure their professional growth and effectiveness in supporting students. Again, this is not our first option. This just offers us the flexibility to ensure that our students receive the guidance that they need despite staffing challenges. On this next slide, it addresses probationary contracts. Teachers with 0 years of experience may be placed on a probationary contract for up to 3 years. In Texas, we have a 5 of 8 rule, and it means that if a teacher has worked in public education For 5 or more of the past 8 years, their probationary contract with the district will change to a term contract the following year. This exemption would provide us with the flexibility to treat 5 of 8 teachers or who have that previous experience just like a new teacher when they are new to Duncanville ISD. And that gives us additional time to evaluate their effectiveness before moving them to a term contract. And so this will give us the flexibility to do that for up to 3 years, just like a new hire. Before I invite Mr. Graham up, I would like to know if you have any questions regarding the certification or contract piece.
Trustee Colton?
Thank you, Dr. Brown. So, Miss, I have a question. So, what is the rationale for this change?
Which change?
The 5 of 8.
Just to give additional time to treat them as if they were a new hire with 0 years of experience. And so right now we could do up to 2 years, but that 3rd year would just give us the flexibility as it would a teacher with 0 years of experience coming into the district. So it's just additional time.
Trustee Colton, too, if I could add to that, Ms. Brown, is that, too, what this is doing, too, is all of these exemptions are putting us on the same playing field or leveling the playing fields with what many of our charter schools are already doing. I think it's important. I will reiterate what Ms. Brown said about our first priority will be to find certified people, but we're finding ourselves in situations where that's just not a reality in our labor market. So this will give us some flexibility to match our charter friends with finding people.
Okay, so this is tied to certification. So it gives them an extra year? Is that, that's not what I read.
With this particular slide that's showing, this one is dealing with the probationary contracts. And so it's dealing with not having to move a teacher to term contracts. They would continue to receive contracts, but in the event that there are personnel concerns or something that would, require us to not want a teacher to return the following year, then this would give the flexibility with them being on a probationary contract versus moving to a term contract. The probationary contracts are, of course, in the best interest of the district as far as the reasons for termination, but once they move to term, if there were other decisions that need to be made, there will be additional information needed.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I am now turning it over to Mr. Graham.
Greetings to Dr. Flowers, to all of the trustees, and to Dr. Goree. Our next 3 amendments are all about flexibility and action. We will start off with our first amendment. Duncanville requests an exemption from the current requirement that all vaping-related offenses result in mandatory placement in the Discipline Alternative Education Program. Before the 2023 policy change, districts retained local discretion in responding to vaping incidents. Since that state-mandated zero-tolerance approach took effect, both vaping violations and DAP placements have increased by 47%, straining our campus resources. We're looking for restoring flexibility and empowering our principals to apply a wider range of evidence-based consequences, such as counseling, restorative practices, and short-term interventions to this particular amendment. Our second amendment, Duncanville ISD is requesting exemption to the 90% attendance rule required by TA to award courses for the final grades. This amendment allows districts to prioritize learning, particularly for those unique needs, offering a flexible, innovative instructional model. Attendance expectations will remain in place, but this flexibility supports retention and academic success. Currently, Duncanville loses about 50 to 100 students annually to dropouts or to districts that offer virtual options. We would like to offer this option to help those particular students. And the final proposal is for the class size amendment. This amendment provides flexibility to maintain class sizes near the 24-to-1 ratio without compromising our educational quality. Eliminating the 22-to-1 cap and waiver process empowers the district to make timely decisions and keep the students in their neighborhood schools and reduce unnecessary transfers. This approach supports classroom stability, personalized learning, and improves transportation efficiency by reducing the need to bus students to other campuses due to class size limits. At this time, do we have any questions?
Thank you.
And I will turn it over to Ms. Mayo.
I'm sorry,
Question. We have one question.
Trustee Savage Martin.
On the, let me find out which code it is. Texas Education Code 37.006A2C1 and C2, the mandatory vape, e-cigarette, DAEP placement. And you want to change it from possessing to selling or giving, I think it said. Yeah, giving or selling.
So
That if they possess it, it's okay? No? Okay.
if they possess a vape that still contains any drug paraphernalia, such as THC or marijuana, they will go to DAEP. Only those who have empty vapes, we want to have a different type of discipline for them on the first offense. After that, they will go to DAEP as well.
Okay. So if they have tobacco in it, first offense only,
Yes,
they don't go anywhere.
they
But
don't
if
go.
a second offense, they will go as the state requires.
Yes, they don't go, but they will receive a consequence. But that consequence, along with counseling and education about ensuring that they don't continue to do that action anymore.
I'm just not sure. I think the state is trying to say that tobacco of any form can't be on campuses, is what they're trying to say with their law. And we're saying that it's okay if it's tobacco. We are. If we're not gonna uphold the state's rule on tobacco, then that's what we're saying. We're saying it's okay if it's tobacco. We're not talking about marijuana. We're not talking about anything else. We're talking about tobacco. And your counselors at the high school put on a presentation about vaping, what is or isn't in the liquid that you put in there, and whether it is approved for eating, but this is, and I can't remember the exact wording, but that they said it is not approved for going into your lungs, and so nobody knows what it could do to your lungs. And this is just tobacco. But what we're saying, if we take that away, that it's okay. So then you're going to have to do cigarettes. Then you're going to have to, I'm just.
And that's part of the reason we decided this, because currently cigarettes is not a mandatory placement.
So they can do it even though you're not supposed to have cigarettes on any campus.
Athletic events.
They don't ever go to DAEP, is what you're saying?
Well, we have a progressive discipline plan, so if they get caught several times, they will go to DAEP. But on that first offense, they will not go to DAEP.
I hear you. That makes more sense. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Graham, I'm sorry, I have a question. Just for clarity. As it stands now, if a student just has an empty vape on campus, as it stands now, that student goes to DAEP whether it has anything in it at all. And those are also some of the things that we're trying to address, correct?
Yes.
With diverting the first offense.
Part of this amendment is about resources. We have 106 available spots at DAEP. And we've had several students that have gone to DAEP for having an empty vape. When a principal now has to make a decision whether to bring those kids back for other offenses because of the amount of space that's limited over there. We've also had young students that picked up a vape at a home.
On their way to school.
On the way to school. Brand new vape in a package, never been opened, but just because this child had a brand new vape, they're supposed to go to DAEP. That's how the law currently states.
So are we proposing an alternative that the school can monitor for a class or Saturday school or something with an educational component as opposed to DAEP so we're really addressing?
Yes, that's the plan, to allow a little bit more flexibility for the principals to create a plan that's going to ensure that on the first time, there is an educational component that could include counseling, that could include after-school detention, that could include some other penalties. But there has to be a consequence on that first time that they bring anything. On that second time is when they will now serve another consequence.
Got it. Any additional questions, comments? Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ms. Mayo?
Good evening, Dr. Flowers, Board of Trustees, and Dr. Gorey. This is, it's not a really big change to what we're doing, but I'll just explain it really quickly. Currently, the regulation states that we go out for competitive bid or RFP for our depository contract. Once we have met 2 years of that contract, we have an opportunity for three 2-year extensions past that. So this past fall, we brought this first 2-year extension of our current depository contract. What this proposes is giving us one additional 2 years. So instead of 3 2-year extensions, we would get 4. And so the reasoning for this is it is very complex and difficult to change a bank. There are many components that go into that. And I believe, if I understand correctly, with our last RFP, we only had one bank respond. And that seems to be the trend for a lot of large school districts our size and larger. And so we still have to go through and do a cost review, a service review every 2 years to ensure that we are getting the best and competitive price for the district. So all that analysis still has to go to. It just gives us the opportunity, if we want and if the board wants, to do that additional 2-year term. We still bring that 2-year term to the board for review, just like we did last fall. So there still is an opportunity for the board to review and discuss and see the analysis that we put in to make the determination whether we wanted to extend. And that's the extent of this request today.
Thank you.
All right, so with our District of Innovation, Local Innovation Plan, the steps that we've taken leading to tonight and then going forward, we met with a committee of teachers. There were parents on the committee, our DEIC, along with our Teacher Leadership Council. They were invited to that committee meeting so that they could hear from our leaders, as you guys have heard from them tonight, and really ask some of those critical questions. And they provided us some insight and some suggestions as well. At the conclusion of that evening, it was agreed that we could move forward. And so we took the conversation next to our senior leadership team that reviewed the plan and heard some of the feedback that we received from the teachers and the DEIC committee. And then we met with our principals on April 2nd, and they again were able to provide us with great insight and input on how to operationalize these amendments if they are approved by the board. So at our next board meeting in May, it is our intent to bring these back to you all as an action item. And then once, if approved by the board, then the district will notify the commissioner of the approved plan, and we'll include that list of approved exemptions and post them on our website. And then we will also provide a copy of the plan to the Texas Education Agency, because they also include our plan on their website as well. Are there any questions about any of the proposed amendments that you've heard since our my team members have been seated, or the process?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
We will now move to information discussion, agenda item B, bond project update with Ms. Andre Fields.
Well, good evening, Madam President Flowers and Board of Trustees, and to Dr. Goree and our waiting audience. Again, thank you so much for this opportunity to be a part of this exciting time in Duncanville Independent School District as we move forward with our bond project. So tonight you have in front of you a copy of the presentation, and I have a lot of slides, but believe me, I'm going to move through them expeditiously because many of these you've seen looped in either at the choice event or you've seen them before. So we're going to move through, but we want to give you tonight an update of where we are with each one of the projects. So I'll be having Mr. Hawk from LAN join me here very shortly. Of course, these are the packages you see. You see where we are with package 1, 2. We are actually in construction. Package 3, 100% complete. You see that. Central Brandenburg and, of course, package 6 are all still in design, and WRA is our architect. The other package, package 7, Smith is still in design, and you'll see some of those pictures here in a little bit. And then package 8, Duncanville High School, the CTE, they're in construction right now. And then area J, renovations, and we're getting ready to start bidding with that work. There's the schedule there. Of course, we tried to keep our bond site updated. And you'll hear from Mr. Hawk in just a moment. Here you see where we're in design, bid, construction, and then eventually close out when we finish the work. The WRA package is reviewed again for you there. I won't spend a lot of time talking about it, but we are either complete or in construction with these packages. This is just one snapshot of work that was done at Daniel Elementary School, a classroom refresh, and of course you see the flooring there that has been installed. So a lot of work, the workers have been working weekends, holidays, and at night so that we can still have school during the day. And of course, you've seen some of these board. This is what the proposed, some of the renderings with Central, the library there, the cafeteria with the legacy wall. Remember, we talked about that before. That will have some pictures from the historic Central Elementary. And of course, the auditorium, which will hold up to 180 individuals. The new flooring, these are the renderings for the Central Academy. And then Brandenburg, similar. Working through that. Of course, some of the work there, we're going to include science labs because it will become a middle school. Brandenburg, of course, one of the things there at Brandenburg, the black box theater that's proposed for that plan. Practice rooms, band hall. Of course, again, the flooring there at Brandenburg. And then, of course, the Smith Early Learning Academy, the little champions. You've seen this presentation, and I'm just going to go right through it. There's winter, spring, summer, fall, And I'm going to bring up Mr. Hall. There he is.
Greetings, Dr. Flowers, Board of Trustees, Dr. Lamar Gorey. These are the updates here. IT technology, we have great news. We have solicited all the proposals, and all the contracts have been issued and PO has been issued, and we are starting, even though Dr. Brown is not with us, but we are moving forward with the other team, and the things have been ordered and things are getting secured. So the first delivery of 400 units is coming this summer. We're lining them up, and then the next year, the next batch of 500. The Duncanville High School Portable Complex, finally the city issued the permit, and that went pretty well. The contractor is on site, and we are moving the first portable next week. We have 4 portables, got it empty, got it cleaned up, got everything ready, and the staff worked with us very diligently, and we did that. So that's the Sedalco Construction also got started. They have mobilized. They have their portable, their field office there, and we are hoping to get our new addition permit very soon from the city. We're making, they are almost complete. They're just waiting on a few items to discuss and then issue the permit. And these are the highlights of our work. The construction you saw that Daniel Harding is moving along fairly well. And then Smith and Central students will move in. So this summer we have a big plan to shuffle and move the furniture around, especially these 4 schools, because the furniture from Smith and Central will move to Daniel Harding, and Daniel Harding, there will be some surplus stuff that will keep it for a while and get going.
Thank you, Mr. Hawk, and we again appreciate our partners, WRA, Huckabee, LAN, and then, of course, our internal team and all of you, board, for your support. I think you have it in your weekly agenda. We're excited about the groundbreaking that will take place on May 13th, and so we look forward to seeing you all there. We've been planning with LAN that for a spectacular groundbreaking for the exciting career technical education building at Duncanville High School. Are there any questions that I may answer? Thank you.
Thank you. We will move to the information discussion agenda item C, security and safety update, intruder detection audits. Presenter, Chief Guerin.
Dr. Flowers, trustees, Dr. Gorey, I appreciate the opportunity to come and speak to you. The safety of our students and staff obviously is the top priority here at Duncanville ISD and the state of Texas. And as part of Governor Abbott's school safety directives following the tragedy in Uvalde, Texas School Safety Center recently conducted an intruder detection audit at 1 or more of our campuses. These audits assess whether unauthorized individuals can access a campus and help identify areas for improvement, such as securing exterior doors. We're working closely with our School Safety and Security Committee to address findings, train staff, and enhance campus security. These audits, supported by the state, are one of the many steps we are taking to strengthen school safety. While we understand the community's interest in the audit results, sharing those specific details could compromise campus security. So those full results were reviewed earlier in closed session with the board and discussed with the Safety and Security Committee. And I want to assure you that Duncanville ISD remains fully committed to maintaining a safe and secure learning environment for all.
Thank you, Chief. Trustee Savage Martin.
Yes. Recently, I had to renew my training on the School Safety and Security Committee, and it said that you need to have a school board member on it. Do you know if there's a school board member?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Do you report back to us or anything? You might do that.
Well, actually, the report comes through Dr. Goree or Miss Jody when she does the weekly every Friday. She adds what happens in the safety and security meetings. Are there any additional questions, comments, discussions? Thank you, Chief. We will move to the information discussion agenda item D, choice and signature programs. Dr. Nix.
Madam President, Dr. Flowers, members of the board, and Dr. Goree. As we plan for the future of the Duncanville Independent School District, it is imperative that we establish ourselves as the district of choice, not only as a recruitment effort for those outside of our district, but also as the destination of choice for those in our district who are exploring opportunities elsewhere. Duncanville ISD boasts a comprehensive array of choice programs across all levels, and as you well know, we offer 21 specialized CTE programs of study at Duncanville High School. To effectively communicate these exceptional offerings, we launched Champions Choice, an innovative school and program review event targeted at addressing our enrollment trends. I would like at this time to invite Mr. Minix, the Director of CTE, CCMR, and Innovation, to provide you with a brief but comprehensive overview of our programs and our Champion Choice event. Mr. Minix.
Greetings, Madam President, esteemed members of the board, Dr. Goree. Tonight, I'm excited to share with you some updates on innovation, college career military readiness, and CTE. Our philosophy in Duncanville ISD is if we provide championship experience for every child every day, then every child has an opportunity to go pro in whatever they choose. Duncanville ISD is the destination for choice. At the beginning of the year, we formed two committees. One committee was our Champions Choice Committee. The other committee was our CT Advisory Board. With these two committees, we sat and we looked at demographer information from 2022, which obviously speaks to our growth and development in our area, but most importantly, it speaks to where our students leave and go to. And so we looked at 9 specific districts, charters and districts, and the numbers equated to 1,600 students that actually left our district in 2022, which equate to $14 million in lost revenue during that time. What we know is there are several reasons why families may choose to shop other options for their children. From the 2022 demographer information, we learned that we had a leak that happened in our middle school areas. Many families were choosing other options during that time. We know that we wanted to create a pipeline within our district. There are reasons that families may leave. It could be for convenience. It could be for wanting to have a shiny new building. But most importantly, we noticed that it was about awareness. And so what we wanted to do was make sure that parents were aware of all of the offerings that we offered within Duncanville ISD. We have several current options, and we have some new options on the horizon. As you can see, our schools of choice, we have Smith Early Learning Academy for pre-K 3-year-olds, which will open in 2026. Obviously, Central Fine Arts in 2026 as well, and then Brandenburg Fine Arts Academy in 2027. These campuses do not have attendance zones, and so they will be a full school of choice. Currently, we have choice programs that we offer within the district, and as you see there, our elementary, middle school, and high school offerings, which offer transfers internally and students externally from our district. And then we also have our signature programs, which are traditional programs with themes. The Champions Choice event was phenomenal. There was a huge campaign, marketing campaign to get things started. We sent out 81,000 direct mailers to folks who lived in Duncanville and within a 15-mile radius that had three-year-olds up to 13-year-olds in their household. We also had an opportunity to do social media videos that reached 1.1 million views. We had billboards in 2 locations. One billboard was located on 67. The other billboard was located on 20 that got 266,000 views. Within all of our social media campaigns on our Duncanville ISD website, we had 9,000 plus clicks. We had the wonderful opportunity to have a segment on Good Morning Texas. Prior to the event, we put out a social media to point everyone to watch and tune in. It hit 38,000 folks. The day of the event, we hit 31,000 views during that live segment. On the day of the event on March 22nd, we had over 4,200 folks at the event between the hours of 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. the day of the event. We were able to capture that information through geofencing, which pinged individual cell phone signals. We also had an opportunity to invite student services a week before they normally do enrollment, which hit about 78 of our families to get them enrolled on that day. Prior to the event in February, we had the first ever middle school career expo, which reached 856 eighth graders across our district at 3 of our middle schools. These students were able to see and learn about all the 21 programs of studies that we offered in the district. We invited over 30 industry partners to represent all of those programs of studies, which allowed students to make more informed decisions. We had 431 students that applied for a program of study within that same month. Just to give you a bird's eye view, this is a screenshot of our new platform under Qualtrics. We needed to have a more sophisticated platform for a convenience for our families to apply. And this is a snapshot. It's not the most recent, but it is within the last week. We had 2,094 applicants, which 1,393 of them were in district and 701 were out of district. And just to give you an idea to think about, we don't have all of the projections for enrollment at this time, but if we were to retain all of our students back in the following year, in the next year, and we were to capture 701 additional students, that would equate to $4 million back to the district. And so that's a huge, huge accomplishment. I'm changing over to our accountability, which is our college career military readiness through industry-based certifications. In 2023, the state decided to do a phase-in model. In 2023, you could just test in an industry-based certification as a graduate, and that would go towards the rating for accountability. As we move forward, the state decided to phase in a model, so our current graduates for the 2025 year would have to take at least 2 credits in the same program of study, as well as be successful in industry-based certification for us to get a satisfactory rating. Our juniors currently, when they graduate for 2026, they have to be completers, which is 4 credits or more, plus be successful in industry-based certifications in order for us to meet those qualifications. This is why we want students in the 8th grade to make informed decisions to be completers throughout and be successful in industry-based certifications. Just to give you a bird's eye view, in 2023, 2024, 779 of our students earned industry-based certifications. That was 88% of our seniors meeting CCMR indicator for our accountability. This includes the high school as well as PACE. Just to give you a projection, because students are still working on their industry-based certifications currently, we project 1,500 students to earn their industry-based certification, as well as the 2 credits. And then also, we're looking at a projection of 90% for the 24-25 school year. I wanted to give you a scorecard of our career technical student organizations. Tonight, we were able to acknowledge students going to nationals. I wanted to show you what happened last year and where we were this year and how we're extremely proud of our students because this is their sport in CTE, is their career technical student organization. And with that, I will now answer any questions that you may have.
Trustee Phillips?
I would just like to thank you for the very informative presentation. It's very informative, and I feel like I've learned so much from you tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.
I noticed there was another company there that was responsible for some of the social media. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Absolutely. We had a couple of consultants. Brand Era was one of our third-party marketing firms that supported with Good Morning Texas and some of the other areas that we used for this event that made it extremely successful.
Yes. Okay. Any additional questions or comments? Thank you.
Thank
That was
you.
really nice. We will move to the information discussion agenda item F, Board of Trustees Education Hours. Oh, no, sorry, I skipped something. Youth Trustee Advisory Committee. Presenter, President Flowers. I've been waiting on this all day. Good evening, Madam Vice President and Dr. Gurry and School Board. I am here to give information on a proposal for a Youth School Board Trustee Advisory Council. I'll refer to them as YTAC. I noticed, and you guys have been here way longer than I have to know how impressive our YAG students are, and they have done some exceptional things even in the area, even with Senator West. And I wanted to find a way to connect our YAG students with our local governing board. So when I thought about how we could do that, I had a conversation with Mr. Kane. And since it's an information item and have to be voted on, then it has to go through the regular protocol of just the information and then voting procedure. So I'm getting ahead of myself. I'll go. So here's the overview. The creation of this Youth Trustee Advisory Council would ensure meaningful engagement in school governance. These students understand more about school governance or just governance than the average adult. So that would be one thing that we would provide in that connection with their very local school board. Policy development, of course, they're not voting and they don't have voting rights, but when we are talking about policy as it relates to students and student activities, we have a particular group of students that can be the voice of other students. Strategic planning, them learning how policies are made and how they're redeveloped and how they're revisited. It would provide a platform for students' voice, insight, sharing, and contributing to impactful decisions. As we know, students in K-12, they are our primary stakeholders. However, the majority of the decisions are made by adults for students. And rightfully so, they're minors, but there are times when we could be a lot more effective with student input. So including student voices leads to more effective policies and forward-thinking outcomes. They will think of some things that we never would have thought of, and that's the beauty of youth. Our objectives is to provide student input on policies, programs, and initiatives, and don't panic when you see input on policies. Again, that's just input and discussions. They do not vote. They are just our student voices. Identify and elevate student needs, collaborate with trustees and leadership to improve school climate, promote peer-led advocacy and outreach. Here's some of the benefits. and this is research-based. Civic engagement and leadership develops youth leadership skills, encourages active participation in governance, ensures policies reflect real student experiences. Trust building, student-district trustee relationships. Mr. Kane was here earlier, but another structured event, board, you have some more detailed what the logistics would look like in the class as a proposal, but that would offer formal, meaningful opportunities. They have a set positions that would attend board meetings regularly so that they could understand what happens in the boardroom and also convey that to their peers. Students engage directly with Duncanville ISD Board of Trustees. Many of them don't know who we are, and that would give them an opportunity to engage with us and take our message back to their peers. Fosters an understanding of the governance process. Most people don't know what school boards do and don't really know how our processes work, and this would give an opportunity to teach it to them and model it for them and answer any questions they may have. Also an opportunity for leadership development and relationship building. I'm repeating myself, but there are some other things that this would encourage. Student-informed policy making. Having a group of students and having structured time for their input as we review or revise or create policy will only strengthen our community and build our future leaders. Some of them may come and end up being having some of our seats, and we will want them to be informed. Elevate authentic student perspectives. And that is it. Do you have any questions, comments? I'll be happy to answer any. Well, thank you so much. We'll move to the information discussion agenda, item F, Board of Trustees Education Hours. Do I have those? They are right here in front of me, and I have on my glasses. As board president, I'm required to announce the name of each board member who has completed, exceeded, or is deficient in meeting the required continuing education CEC hours. Yes, we have requirements. Lasagna Flowers, Dr. Lasagna Flowers exceeded the required continuing education CEC hours. Jackie Colton exceeded the required continuing education CEC hours. Janet Veracruz exceeded the required hours. Carla Fahey exceeded the required hours. Phil McNeely exceeded the required continuing education hours. Cassandra Phillips exceeded the required continuation hours. And Janice Savage Martin exceeded the required continuing education hours. We will now move to communications from citizens. And we don't have any. All right. We do not have any communications from citizens. Being that there is no further items to discuss, may I have a motion that the meeting is adjourned? Second. It's been moved and second twice. We are adjourned.